Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk that can get South Florida. Ha. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk that can get.
And we got Najee Davenport, great Najee Davenport from the University of Miami, played with. I start off every show muted, dog. I don't know what that's about, bro. I start off every show muted, bro. I don't know what that's about. So I'm D, man. We're gonna talk about everything for Bitcoin and ball. This is the morning bro show in the afternoon. Bird, put them boys in the Discord, man. I mean, and pull the villains in here, man. We talk about some stuff. I start off every show muted, bro. I don't know what that's about. But shout out to y'all, man. If you watching, hit the like button, share. I'm trying to see what our pretty face look like on the internet, man. Trying to see what I. I got some type of filter. Some type of filter on. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so this is the morning breath show, bro. We talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball, and I'm going to pull in here. So yesterday we tweeted out 4,500 payout. Like we've been talking to you about in the Discord with our villains. We created something a few years ago called IOD Squad, where we actually trade in the stock market, and we started live trading for the villains and people who want to join inside of IOD Squad. And we got our first villain since we've been live trading to get a payout, and it was for $4,500 payout, and we actually tweeted it. It says these are prop firms that we're trading. I mean, if you don't know what prop firms are, you have to get involved before it's explained to you. But it's one of our villains, Kappa. Basically, you're eligible for requests right there. You're eligible for requests. That's what his account balance was. He did everything required, and he requested $4,500. He got $4,500. He started the account on Sunday, and he was able to request that on Sunday. It took him all a bit of 7 days to get everything done. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do. We get up in the morning. We get up every morning 8:30. Today, 6 p.m., we may get in there and live trade again because the market's a little choppy throughout the day. But I'll be getting up 8:30 every morning. We getting on the charts. We trade. We started off with 6 straight green days since Trump been bombing people. Market been a little rough. You feel me? Market been a little rough. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get involved, the link is in the description of 786-405-9499. If you want to get involved with that, that's our little commercial for our own IOD Squad. if YouTube could give you commercials about, I don't know, anything that pop up on YouTube commercials, see everything over there. We create our own commercials, man, with our own products. And that's IOD Squad, man. Something we created, something I created because I saw that the football players didn't understand money. When I left my job, I realized that they didn't understand. Once I started trading, understanding finances, understanding what money really is, I realized that they would not figure it out. And so I was just like, okay, man, we finna mix investing with sports. God damn it, we talk about enough sports. We backpedal enough. Let's miss investing with it. And so I've been doing it. I've been doing that since. But now we just decided to live trade where we actually get on the charts. You sit, they sit in the Discord and they can watch us actually making trades and they can follow if they want to. We're not their financial advisors. So that's that. If you want to get involved, text me 786-459-9499. I replied to a couple of texts yesterday. Y'all hit me back, or the link is in the description. All right, that's that order. Listen, first off, I actually got credentialed to go to March Madness. I've never been to March Madness. I never covered the Canes at March Madness. It's in St. Louis, right? Right. Why is that significant? Because the Canes' first team that they face is Missouri. And if you ask Skip geography class or American history, whatever class will show you where Missouri is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri, and the Canes are in the St. Louis bracket, and they pulled number 10 seed Missouri first, which is damn near a home game for them. Now, I'm blaming Mario. Straight up. I'm blaming Mario. Hold on, I'm gonna get a few villains in here. I'm blaming Mario, and I'm gonna see if the villains agree with me. This one on Mario. Hey, Bird, villains, where y'all at?
Oh, yeah, Bird, where you at, Bird?
Yo.
Chris, Bird, where y'all boys at? Oh, so listen. Miami pulled Missouri in the St. Louis bracket, which makes it like a damn home game for Missouri, right?
Right.
I'm blaming Mario. I'm blaming Mario.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. Where the other villains at, man? I'm gonna get them in here, dog. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm blaming Mario.
You gotta explain that one, dog.
Huh?
You gotta explain that one, dog. I don't get the correlation.
Oh, you gonna get it.
Gotta drop this beef. Street, you gotta drop this beef. You gotta let this beef go, man.
I don't have a beef with Mario. Mario just gave me one of the greatest media experiences I had since I've been doing media, fool. Like, I had no beef. I'm blaming Mario because I think college football is pissed off at us. We are running around this thing with our nuts hanging out, taking people quarterbacks. We don't give a fuck. And I think, I think they frown upon a little private school in Coral Gables that's doing shit like they used to let the SEC do. I do. I think they got a problem with us. I really do.
Well, Street, you do know our AD just won AD of the year.
Yep. I saw that.
So I don't know, man. I hear what you're saying, but I don't think they would have gave him AD of the year if they was trying to blackball us, man. Just saying.
It's different sections in different places. You have different people working in different sections. I'm sure the NCAA ain't just a group of 5 people.
True.
And who gave him AD of the? Let's see. I saw that. Yeah, and sometimes, man, I learn, man. Sometimes when you're sitting on somebody, you got to give them a little sugar at the same time so they don't understand where it's coming from. You never had somebody call you and say something nice right before some bullshit happened?
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, Street, especially when it's a person you never expect to call and to say some nice shit to you. So yeah.
And there you
What
go.
you done said.
There you go.
Hey, that sound like employee evaluations when you're about to get your raise. That's what that sounds like.
Exactly, bro. Like he sits you down, like, hey, what's going on, Mac? How you been going, man? Yeah, how the family doing? Yeah, man. I see you're up. Your performance is up in the one area, and then he hit you with the goddamn gavel on the fucking hammer on the end. But no.
Yeah, give you fucking 2%. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of that, did you hear?
I don't think college football likes the way we were running around here, like we one of these big time SEC schools, throwing money around, taking people kids. How you gonna put our basketball team in with the 10? How you gonna get that damn 10 seed advantage? I'm not buying it, bro. How you get a 10 seed? How you get a 10 seed advantage?
Street, would it necessarily be the advantage for the 10 seed, or is the advantage really towards the stronger seed in like Purdue? Because that would be the next matchup. If we were to beat Missouri, like Purdue would be our next matchup. Indiana ain't too far, so.
Yeah, they sent us to die just like they did in the college football playoff. We done been sent. I got credentialed to go to the tournament. We're definitely preparing to go if everything goes well. But they done sent us to die again. They sent us to die in the college football playoff, right?
Yeah.
They done did it again. Come on now.
Well, I mean,
Purdue doesn't need any help.
But when I think about it, Street, I think our Elite 8 team and Final 4 team kind of went out west too, if I recall. I think they might have been pushed out west too. I don't think they were close to home.
I don't think it's the fact of being out west. It's the fact that the team you're playing is going to be like a home game.
That last game, they was here. The last time they actually made that run, they came good. They was in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. Like it's like it's going to be like a home game for them. Now, our Cane fans travel really well. I mean, the one thing nobody ever says about our fans, but I'm saying it, our fans travel really, really well. But this is Bush, and I'm blaming football for it. I'm blaming football. People are pissed off because it looks like we're on the verge of running college football. Mario running around here cracking jokes on they guards of the SEC, they mythical guards, and Mario running here pissing on them, cracking jokes. I think they got a problem with us, dog. I'm just saying. That's what I believe.
Are you saying Miami shouldn't have been the 7th seed and we should have been a higher seed?
I'm just saying Missouri shouldn't have a home fucking game in round one. That's what I'm saying. Missouri should not have a home game in round one.
But it's not at Missouri though. It's what, a neutral site, right?
It's neutral. Let's see where it is. I skipped geography class. I was absent that day. Where? Let's ask Chat. Let's ask Kiki. Let's ask Kiki.
Well, tell me, is that like the old St. Louis Rams stadium?
Where's the
it's in St. Louis. How is that neutral? It's in fucking St. Louis.
Where's the University of Missouri, and where is the arena that they will be playing a round one game? Miami versus Missouri. Where's the arena? How close are they? Let's see what Kiki got to say, dog.
I know KC3 said they don't cross certain sides. You know, he graduated from Missouri.
Who? KC3?
KC3?
Did he?
Yeah, he graduated from Missouri. Yeah, he said they don't cross certain sides, so they might not go to St. Louis.
Yeah, it's not that close. Not as close as we thought it was. It's like 125 miles away.
Damn.
2 hours.
What's that,
away.
Miami to Orlando?
Huh? Well, yeah,
What's that, like
yeah.
Miami to Orlando?
Oh, closer to
Miami
Orlando.
to Fort
Miami to
Pierce.
Fort Myers is
Miami to Fort Pierce. Miami to Fort Pierce.
right. Now we saw Indiana travel. We saw Indiana bring their whole goddamn state to our to our stadium. So we're talking about like they're going 2 hours away. Their fans are going to travel 2 hours.
But yeah, remember, it's not just their fans. There's going to be a lot more teams.
I'm just talking about our game. Like our game, their fans are 2 hours away, buddy. That's like the first round being in fucking Fort Myers.
That's true. Nah, it's really no home court advantage for them games because the way that it go is when you get one ticket, you're getting a ticket for 2 games. So it might be a mixture of fans depending on who got that other bracket.
So when you get one ticket, you get the ticket for the whole first round?
So one ticket, basically you seeing 4 teams. You seeing 2 games with one ticket. You get that time slot. So say for instance, the time slot was like from 10 to 2. And 2 games in that time slot, you're seeing 2 games.
I bet you it sounds like a home game for them. Come Friday. Come Friday. I bet you that bitch be full with Missouri fans.
I think it depends on who else playing.
Well, let's see.
And also, Street, you don't think plays into our persona, that us against the world, like that's kind of like the whole thing that Miami adapts. So doesn't that kind of play into our, like I said, our persona, our mystique?
Yeah.
Don't we kind of like it that way?
I don't know if Ja Lucas in football. I don't know if Ja Lucas took them classes, them courses yet. You know what I'm saying? When he got here, he had to get to work. You had to get busy. In football, it does. In basketball, I don't know.
But basketball, think about it, Street basketball, that's where he comes from. He coached at the Kentuckys with the Calipari. Everybody wanted to beat them, especially when they came in anybody's home arena. Same thing at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Duke go on the road, motherfuckers want to beat you. Same thing probably at Texas when he was there. Motherfuckers want to beat you. So maybe he does live off that and thrive off of that because he's used to it.
Maybe. How close is the University of Purdue to Enterprise Center in St. Louis? Let's see how close Purdue is. So the 4 teams is Purdue. I don't know who the fuck are the Queens. Like who is Purdue playing? Who is this? Queens University Royals. Who is Purdue playing?
That like Queens, New York? Are they playing the borough of Queens of New York?
What? How did they get? Who did they beat? What did we miss? What did I miss this weekend? What in the hell? They upset somebody or something? They were 13-5. Well, listen, these motherfuckers playing somebody. I ain't never seen this logo before. Did they upset somebody? They got Purdue on True TV. I'm sure that line is 40 goddamn points or something. Did they upset Central Arkansas? see, was that this March the 8th? No, that was their last regular season game. I'm interested now. I want to see who they play. I want to see who they played. Queens, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen this team before. Let's see. We're gonna go back to the scores. Let's see how they got here.
That's basketball for you. And just like a lot of people never heard of the University of Maryland in Baltimore County, UMBC.
Right. Let's see if we can find. Let's see how they got in here. They must be won. Darn, when did they win their championship? Friday? They're in the same division with Austin.
No, basketball.
Huh?
Basketball do more automatic bids, but they probably won one of the smaller conferences.
Right. They're in there with Austin P and have any of y'all villains ever heard of this school?
What school? I just got it.
Queens. Purdue first game is against a school named Queens. Queens of, bro. I've never seen this school before, bro. I've never seen. Let's see. Shut up, bro. Queens University. Let's ask Kiki. How did Queens University get in the tournament? Who did they defeat? Rod, Queens University. They 21-13. They're number 15 seed. Queens University got in the tournament. Queens didn't get a large bid. They got in because they won a conference tournament. The Atlantic Sun. Who did they beat? Queens had to beat the two higher. They beat both of the higher seeds. Austin P, like I said, and then Central Arkansas. Damn, they beat the number 2 seed and the number 1 seed. Queens University's on the ride, dog. So the 4 teams are Queens, Purdue, us, and Missouri. Those are the 4 teams. So Stir, you're saying that you get a ticket to see those 4 games, those 4 teams. Queens University.
I'm not stirred, but I said it.
Chris, you said that.
I said it.
So you get a ticket.
But yeah, you get tickets to see those.
So you get
to see like 2 games basically.
So where are they? Charlotte, North Carolina, right? Queens University.
Where is Queens University from?
I think they're in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's Queens. Queens is the county, I think. Charlotte. Oh no, Mecklenburg is county. No, I'm not sure where Queens come from.
They just moved to Division I a few years ago, and now they're already in NCAA tournament. It's actually in Charlotte. A lot of people think it's in Queens, New York. You're right. Queens is not in New York. It's actually in Charlotte. Right. So they're no. Well, kudos to them, bro. They made it. I think Alabama won the SEC, right?
Arkansas won the SEC.
Arkansas won it. Alabama.
Yeah.
Who won the tournament? Was it Arkansas also or Vanderbilt?
Alabama got. I think
Arkansas won the tournament.
Yeah, Alabama got
Arkansas won the
Ole
tournament.
Miss, right? Yeah, I knew it was one of them eight teams that won it. Well, Alabama, second leading scorer, got arrested for weed, marijuana. Alabama second leading scorer Aden Holloway arrested felony marijuana charges. Let's see how much weed he had, dog. He had a bond of $5,000. He was transported to Tuscaloosa County Jail on Monday morning with the bond of $5,000. Junior guard is Crimson Tide's second leading scorer. Former Auburn transfer. Been charged with first-degree possession of marijuana and failure to affix a tax stamp. Both charges are felonies in the state of Alabama. Failure to affix a tax stamp. Okay. The former Auburn transfer Holloway spent his last 2 seasons at Alabama. Y'all think they're going to let him play?
They don't need to because you dumb as hell. How you riding around with expired tags?
Yeah, he don't play. They had the kid Brandon Miller a couple years ago that was involved with a murder somehow. Let somebody use his gun, and he played.
Yeah.
And he was never convicted, but he still played. That was like 3 years ago, I think.
The West
They
Alabama.
are selling that story short. He let a teammate have his gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He let a teammate use his gun who murdered somebody, and he still played.
Hey, y'all, check this out. The West Alabama Narcotics Task Force searched Holloway's residence and discovered more than a pound of marijuana, paraphernalia, and cash. I've never been like a marijuana smoker, right? Like I used to try it and never got high. Me and my lady used to try it and never got high. It never really did anything for me, right? Does the average smoker have more than a pound in their house? Come on now, y'all don't act like y'all ain't got goddamn weed heads. Come on now.
No.
Thank you. So
you're not about a pound until you can smoke it.
You're not buying it by the pound unless you
Hell no.
You ain't buying it by the pound to smoke unless you Dwight Howard. Said he had more than a pound. So, well, these kids got a little money now, man. Who knows? They may be frivolous spending, but a pound means he could be selling it.
Gotta be.
Now, let me read that again. The West Alabama Narcotics Task Force searched Holloway's residence. I don't know why they was there. Why the fucking task force was at his house and discovered more than a pound of marijuana and paraphernalia and cash. You think he playing Mel?
Yeah, he gonna play. It's Alabama. Of course he's gonna play.
Dang. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure why they was at his house. You know what I'm saying? But they maybe got tipped by somebody or something. Charged with first degree, but his bond was set at $5,000. That's a pretty low bond, ain't it?
Somebody snitched on him, man. He didn't want to give it to him for the low.
Baby mama. Sound like some baby mama doing right here, don't it?
One side bitch, one of the other.
Yeah, that sound like some baby mama doing. So somebody brought it to my attention, man. If I do go, right, if I am to go to the games, that's going to run right into spring practice. Is it? No, it's not. No.
Yeah, they start the 20th. They start next week.
I think the 23rd is pro day. They won't even run in the pro day. I have to get back here Sunday and then be here Monday for pro day. Before y'all got in here, I was telling them I was blaming Mario. I was blaming Mario for them setting the basketball team up, man. I think college football don't like the way Miami is walking around like they about to take over college football, bro. I don't think people like it.
They ain't gotta like it.
Radakovich being named the NACDA Athletic Director of the Year Award. Bird, who gave them this award? We don't know where this award come from. National Association of College Directors of Athletics. That is not the NCAA. Bird was saying earlier that I-80 wouldn't be getting awards if college football was pissed at us. No, I think college football don't like a little small private school in South Florida, taking people quarterbacks, spending money. We jumped out in front of it first. I don't think they really like what Miami's doing. We're not one of the schools in the SEC, the Big Ten. We're not one of the darling schools that they protected for all these years. So I'm blaming Mario.
Street, but
what's up?
But wouldn't the NCAA be more of like players and coaches? They wouldn't necessarily be like ADs or anything like that, would they? Far as like award recognition, would they?
Yeah, I don't think. What you mean? Giving out an award?
Right. They wouldn't be the ones to, award.
That's what I'm saying. It's the National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics. That's who gave them the award.
Right.
NCAA is a bunch of little young lawyers, man. Y'all ready for some football, bro? Seems like we starting spring practice last, don't it?
Shit, we need some rest.
They did need some rest. I keep forgetting that we actually kicked people ass this year and played late into what, December, January. I keep forgetting that, dog. I forget.
Finished college football last, so we got to start last.
I keep forgetting that. Ohio State started already, right? Well, they didn't play as far as us. Indiana started already, right? Have we seen Indiana out there?
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen them out there?
No, but I haven't.
Ain't nobody keeping up with Indiana.
Nobody keeping up with Indiana. No, bro, that seemed like that came around pretty fast. I guess because we played so long, we played so deep into the season, I guess.
The other thing they did is they waited for spring break to be over with. Usually we don't. We do spring football in the middle of spring break,
of it, right?
So they take a week off. Yeah.
No, I'm ready. Hey, is it possible? I saw something yesterday saying it's possible the Dolphins without Tyreek Hill now are faster. Y'all believe that? They say the quarterback runs a 4.3. Tutu runs a 4.3. Waddle runs a 4.3. A-Chain runs a 4.3. Y'all buying that?
I think it's more so without Tua, they faster.
Without Tua, right? Without Tua. The quarterback, yours don't have a chance to start. The quarterback is going to be the guy they brought in. What name? Hill?
No, his name is Malik Willis.
Malik Willis, yeah. Yours don't have a chance to start? Or it's going to be a quarterback battle?
I think it's Willis behind the 8 ball.
No, it's not going to be a quarterback battle.
Willis was with Malik Willis was with the Packers, so they got basically the Packers' whole staff in Miami now. So he got a step ahead of Wayne Ewers.
Oh crap! Oh well, yeah, it won't be a battle. I mean, they think highly of him too.
No, it's not going to be a battle. I mean, you have one quarterback that's on his rookie contract. They just gave a boatload of money to another one. No, it's not going to be a battle.
Yeah, I saw Cam Ward show up to the the Tennessee Titans uniform reveal with a goddamn Miami jersey on. That boy is grateful for Miami, man. That man is grateful for Miami.
So I wonder what happens if they draft Love.
Explain to people what you mean. Explain to the people what you're saying. What you mean you want to they draft Love?
If they draft Jeremiah Love, because he says he hates Miami, right?
Can't walk around with his Miami jersey on. Jeremiah Love a hater, man. He won me a little bit of money this year, but he's still a hater. Have y'all seen this Louisiana Tech in this conference battle, man? They scheduled for 20 games this year. That's the conferences are somehow battling over Louisiana Tech. Let's see. And it's a schedule out there with them playing like 20 games.
Yeah, because
Are they joining the Pac-12?
Yeah. So both conferences got Louisiana on their schedule. Some of the games on the same day. Damn Raging Cajuns. Y'all can't believe it. Remember. All right, man. No more bad memories. Kyle in the comment section talking about they paying him $20 million. He said the same thing you said, Matt. Queen, you were dead in the water.
He didn't look bad in Green Bay. Like he held his own while Jordan Love was out. He didn't look bad at all.
No? How many games he played?
I want to say like 4, like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they obviously believe in him.
They lined them up with a make or break deal. Like they can get out of that contract pretty easy. I was flabbergasted at first, then I heard about the deal or whatever. So it's they paid him good money, but they're not gonna be on the hook for all of it if he don't perform, because he could have been called a bust at this point, but so they did a good job.
When you say make a break
I thought it was
deal,
a good move.
When you say make a break deal, explain that, Kyle.
I mean, make or break for himself. Either you show that you got it or you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he gonna get this, 20 mil or whatever. If he don't ball out, they gonna come out of that contract, whether they have to cut him, release him, or whatever the language is in there. They're not gonna be on the hook. Like it ain't gonna be like cutting Tua and still be on the hook for $100 million or whatever. This is gonna be different. So
Gotcha.
I don't know the exact parameters or whatever.
They front loaded it, so pretty much the first 2 years, after 2 years, they can get out of it, with relatively, virtually no cap dead money, like $60 million, something like that. It's not a big cap number after 2 years.
Chris, you say you think it's a good deal?
Oh, it's a great deal. It's a team-friendly deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought getting him was a good move too.
Because I mean, like, you need a quarterback. This quarterback draft probably ain't the greatest. If you play well, great. You got a quarterback. He play bad. Get your quarterback next year, and the draft is supposed to be a little bit better from the quarterback position. I thought it was a good move.
Yeah, I thought it was a good move. It's a decent move. I personally wouldn't have done it just so I can make sure I get a top 5 pick and go get JJ. But I mean, if you find your quarterback, that's worth anything that you give up. So
Oh crap.
hey, boy,
I'm gonna go to Atlanta, get him some little couple wings, and be back in action, KB.
What you say?
Hey, boy, I go ahead, Chris. My bad.
How you good, KB?
I was saying real quick, Street. I know y'all had dipped out early, boy. I made a move on the queue this afternoon. That thing went crazy, man, for like 5 minutes. No less than that.
It went up, right?
It did. It shot up. Like they came out with some NVIDIA forecast news, whatever it was, whatever. And it ran from like 600 to about 603 and change. I was in a call for like 8 cents. That thing went from 8 cents to like 36 cents. I made $600 in about 2 minutes. I was out of there. I ain't gonna say 2 minutes. It was less than that. I'm talking about like seconds. The thing was so fast.
No,
they ain't catch me slipping this time. I got right on the bottom of that.
It went up and came right back down, right? I know. I saw the NASDAQ when it.
Oh
did.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw the NASDAQ when it did it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, on the Malik Willis deal, I was gonna say as a non-Dolphins fan, I don't think it made any sense at all. I think it's a terrible move. Like you have to pay Tua $90 million, right, over the next 2 years. You got $56 million in dead cap space this year, $43 million in dead cap next year, and then you decide to go sign a quarterback for another $26 million cap hit next year. So like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. Like you've got Tua, who's not on the roster, taking up all that money, and now you got Malik Willis taking up another $25 million. So next year you got to a quarterback who's not on the team, and then a guy who's barely played, $70 million in cap space when you could have just went and got Kyler Murray. Like Malik Willis, we don't know if I don't think anyone would be like can just say objectively that Malik Willis is better than Kyler Murray. And you could have got Kyler Murray for the veterans minimum, $1.3 million. So like, if you're going to just go take a chance on a guy to see if it's going to work, go get the cheapest option. Like, I don't understand.
Maybe they went in there and sold him.
I won't disagree with it. Yeah, I won't disagree with that.
Maybe they went in there and sold him, Kyle. Maybe they went in there and made Stephen Ross think he was the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is like what Max said, like they're familiar with him in Green Bay, so maybe they just believe in him.
Right.
So.
I also don't think Kyler Murray wanted to go to Miami. It seemed like that Minnesota deal was already done. Truthfully, he's going to a better OC, like head coach. So I would go to Minnesota over Miami.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't understand. Unless they really think
probably ain't want to be a part of a rebuild.
Yeah, but if you're rebuilding, that's my thing though. Is like if you're rebuilding, then why are you not just tanking and going with yours? Like why go spend all this money on a quarterback that like what's best case scenario here? Like you win 8 games?
That's why I was saying I wouldn't have done it just so because I would have just gone ahead and like naturally tanked. Like, nah, we'll just if anything, I probably would have traded for Shador and see if I could like find something, a diamond in the rough there. But I was okay with like, let's just go ahead and play for getting the top 5 pick and start this shit over and get fucking JJ. Start your future over with JJ. But they see what they see.
That's all good, well and fine. But if your owner's not on board with it, then you got to come up with something else.
He's been on board with it before.
Your boss. I'm just saying, your boss may not be on board in it. I'm just saying. So they had to come up with some other idea. Yeah.
But remember what KC said is like, what is the best case scenario? Because you got to make so many other moves and cuts. You already got rid of, your defensive ends and all this stuff. Your best scenario might be getting 8 wins and then being stuck with a fucking middle pick when you're a bottom of the barrel team. So I'm on both sides.
Personally, I don't have a problem with middle and late picks. If you're a good organization, you're going to still make good selections. I don't. I mean, how many times do people have high picks and they still turn out to be bad decisions? I don't have a problem with middle and late picks because, like I say, good organizations still find good players. I mean, look, this Miami Dolphin team, KB, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
This Miami Dolphin team saw John Avery and Randy Moss sitting there in the draft.
Don't do that, man.
Come on, talk to me. And what did they do? You got guys are sitting there. You just got to make the right decisions.
Randy Moss was on the board when we got John Avery.
Randy Moss is sitting there, and we drafted John Avery instead.
I want to say, hey Mac, am I wrong? I want to say we actually traded down out of the pick.
Yeah, and he's still sitting there.
Yeah, he's still sitting there. But I think we traded out of the pick, and everybody was like, Randy Moss, that's a Jimmy Johnson type of move, man. Jimmy's gonna get Randy Moss, but
that was a no-brainer. That was a complete no-brainer. And he picks John Avery. So I mean, look,
that hurt.
Edgerrin James was in that same draft, right?
Man.
Edgerrin James was in that same draft, wasn't he? Edgerrin James?
Was he? I don't know, but Edgerrin was top of the board. I can't remember.
I remember being at Daytona Black College reunion, and Edgerrin James was there with some dudes that I knew, and they were he was finna get drafted, and I remember them drafting John Avery. I didn't know Randy Moss was on the board, but people had Randy Moss pegged as like a dope head, right?
I mean, you know how that shit goes, especially back then. Yeah, but they knew he was gonna be a first rounder. Everybody was like, "Man, gonna fuck around and let him go to the goddamn Cowboys."
It was true though, KB. We had a local star. Remember Sean Key?
Cool.
Remember Sean Key?
Who?
Sean Key played for American, went to Florida State. Y'all remember the safety Sean Key?
Yeah, he was a heck of a player. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember somebody saying his people used to hate when Randy Moss come back to Tallahassee because Randy Moss started at Florida State, right? One of his family members was like, man, I hate when Randy Moss come back to Tallahassee, man, because every time he come back to Tallahassee, man, him and Sean Key go crazy. I'm just going to leave that there. And I think still to the day, man, Sean Key battles with those issues. And this is in college, dog.
Yeah,
that's probably
like ain't nothing you never seen before, boy. The talent is there, boy. You gotta take a shot, boy.
Where he get drafted at? Randy Moss went first round?
Yeah, but it was like number 19, 20 or some shit like that.
Yeah. Minnesota took him after we passed up. He was a couple of picks later. I think they took him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if they knew he was going to be that good, right? They would have drafted him. Sometimes I just don't think I don't think with all the resources and stuff they have, those NFL teams have, I think sometimes they don't know what it looks like. They get it wrong too. Cause you know, look, if they knew he was going to be who he was, they would have took him.
See, that's what I don't believe in. That's why I don't necessarily believe tanking is the best thing if you're not a good draft. Now, if you're a good drafting team and you tank, then you'll do what's necessary to rebuild your team. But we were all on this tank for Tua thing, and look where we are now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Hell no, not me.
you know what I'm saying? So this tanking, if your organization does not know what it's doing, don't try to tank. Just try to get the best football player you can find.
We would tank.
I can understand.
Go ahead, Keith.
I was just saying, I can understand that. I would just say that, like, I just don't know if I love the strategy, because like the NFL, it's like a window league. Y'all know what I mean by that? Like a window league, meaning like the when you look at teams that win championships, a lot of times it comes in a window where you have a quarterback that is young and on like a rookie deal or like not a crazy contract, and you can build a team around him, right? And like the Dolphins making this move is like, they think they're in a window, I guess, but the problem is they don't have any other money to go get any other players, because all that money is tied up into a quarterback that now plays for the Falcons. So even if Malik Willis does work out, let's just say after 2 years it does work out, then you have to pay him like a top quarterback in the NFL, and you still won't have any more money to go get anybody else.
What they need? Defense? O-line?
What are you saying? You mean after?
So I'm saying like in 2 years.
When you're talking about? You talking about like next year?
Right? So I'm talking about, so like the Dolphins have to pay for Tua for the next 2 years, and they also signed Malik Willis to this contract that's a 2-year prove-it deal, right? On like a lower salary, right? Ish, $25 million, whatever it is, right? So in 2 years, if Malik Willis is like that, right, which ultimately is the goal, right, to get a quarterback, you get a chance, right? But even if that is the case, then you have to pay him like a top tier quarterback, which is kind of like, it's cool that you have a quarterback, but now you don't have any more money to build out the rest of the roster.
Right.
No, you do, because that contract goes off the books after next year.
No,
this year and next year. Tua is this year and next year, right?
But as soon as Tua's is off the books, right? Malik Willis's contract, you have to re-sign him to a big deal.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah, that's the thing. No, you don't have to.
I'm saying if this deal were to work out, right? Like if this were to work out, where it's like Malik Willis is now our quarterback because we trust him and we believe in him. It's like, all right, cool. But now it's like, all right, soon as you get Tua off the books, boom, we got to go spend 50-60 million on Malik Willis.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna.
That's fine, but you'll have the money though, because nobody else will be. Yeah, Bradley's contract is done. You'll have freed up cap space.
You'll have the money for him, but what about the rest of the team? Like
you have,
think about where like Buffalo is right now, where the Chiefs are right now. When you sign these quarterbacks to these crazy contracts, it's a window. There's a window where you can win. And it becomes very hard to win when you got Lamar Jackson taking up 40% of the cap. When you got Josh Allen taking up 50% of the cap. And if Malik Willis is like that, then it's just like, that's what I'm saying strategically. I don't understand.
Your concern is I agree. I agree in part. I think and I'm not even apologizing for them. I am saying the only way Miami can get their program, their organization together is to draft. They are banking on the draft. They cannot bank on free agency. They're banking on the draft. You see what I'm saying? So what you're saying is correct, but if they draft well, it's not going to matter.
How many draft picks do they have next year?
I don't know. I'm just saying they could get 1 or 2 players and that changes their organization. It changed their whole franchise. I mean, look at what Josh Allen did for Buffalo. I mean, you can change your whole organization with 1 player. So it just depends.
Yeah, like if,
How y'all
if you
feel
got a
about just
quarterback, that's kind of half the battle. Like if you look at like what you're saying about Baltimore, and you look at them with Lamar, like they're really there, right? Like they've been there for the last couple of years. They're really there. They just haven't gotten over the hump. And it's not like they're missing this many players or that many players. Really, if they probably go get a better damn receiving core, they'll be there, right? So if you got
I
a
agree.
quarterback, it's half the battle.
I agree. I agree. And look, this franchise over the last 10 years has averaged 8 wins. Okay, which is not great, but it doesn't suck. But it's a bad spot to be in. You know what I mean? Because it's either you're awful or you're good, and they're not. They're neither. They're in between. You know,
Yeah, they stuck in mediocrity, which is
they're
the worst
stuck in
place to be.
mediocrity. Yeah,
It's the worst place to be. But that's why I think Malik Willis doesn't change that. I think it just adds to the mediocrity.
Well, that's what he was saying. Like, so in 2 years, if he doesn't change that, then you don't have to resign him. He's gone. So he's gone. Tool's money's gone. You got the money you need, but nobody builds a team through free agency anyway. You add pieces here and there. So I get it. Like again, KC, you got to remember too. I don't really watch the NFL, so I don't really know how good Malik really is. So it's whatever.
I mean, to your point, I wouldn't be shocked to see Miami draft a quarterback. I wouldn't be shocked. If not this year, next year. It would not surprise me.
I just think in a year like 2027 where everybody's and it could be wrong, it could flop, right? But a year where everybody's expecting it to be the best quarterback draft in a very long time, it just feels strange to be like going out for Malik Willis. Hey, but I hope it works out for him.
Everybody was good on the team.
No, I mean,
everybody was good on the team. KC came here and shed a little light on it.
Yeah, I mean,
how y'all feel about the Justin Fields trade to Kansas City?
Andy Reid might say that boy career.
I hope so. Do y'all think he can pass the ball though? Cause I know they say he always running, but I think he can throw the ball though. I don't think he was accurate with the ball, but I think he got a very strong arm and can throw the ball.
Hey, I have no doubts in Andy Reid when it comes down to a quarterback. I feel like he can get the best out of him.
He's a backup now, right? Like this is what he.
Nah, he might start. He might start because they don't know if Patrick Mahomes gonna play first week, so he might end up starting.
He's not starting.
But
no, we don't know.
He's going to Kansas City to be a backup. He's going to Kansas City to be a backup. So
yeah, I know that.
Huh?
Who's that second string last year? I forgot his name.
I don't even know. Y'all saying Patrick Mahomes gonna start the season?
I'm just saying if he's going to Kansas City, he's accepted that he's backup. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you remember the tall, physical quarterback? That dude is huge. He showed a little bit of promise late last year. He's there. What's his name? At Kansas City.
Joe Milton?
Is that his name? Milton.
Oh, you talking about
Minshew was the backup last year.
Minshew?
Yeah. No. Remember the dude that they started after Pat got hurt?
Yeah, I watched him play against Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I thought it was old boy that used to be in Jacksonville.
It was Minshew. Minshew did play. Minshew was a backup. He got hurt too.
It was Gardner Minshew.
They lost Mahomes.
They got a bona fide backup quarterback.
Nah, Lex. Like they just said, it was Minshew, and then Minshew got hurt, so they resorted to a third guy or whatnot. But I don't think he is gonna be the backup.
There's 2 guys I just seen. It says Chris Oladuncan and Jake Hayner. Chris Oladuncan and Jake Hayner.
Let me see.
Got me. I don't know.
All right. Maybe Justin Fields would be playing. That's
Hey, and they got Eric Bieniemy back. The Chiefs might do something this year.
they ain't doing nothing, Chris. They done for.
You think so, Lex?
Oh yeah, their time is up.
Man, the Chiefs might be
What about the
finna get
Patriots?
another run going, bro. They got a
I do
high
think
draft pick. Oh shit.
What the Patriots
I
gonna
do
do?
think this the best situation Justin Fields will be in, though, like Chris. I mean, because they
Oh
they
yeah,
could do some
I
creative
agree
things
with
with the
that.
run game because they got they could try to get you with Worthy on the edge, and then they just signed Kenneth Walker, I think, right? So I think they Fields gives you added element to the run game. So Reed probably can do some good stuff with him, to buy some time for Mahomes to get back.
That's what they all pro
Y'all
corner
better
league.
look back at
Yeah, it was
that Vic
Oladokin. It
take
was
with
Oladokin.
Andy Reid.
It was Oladokin.
Like y'all remember Vic had an issue with like some of the intermediate throws. And that's kind of Justin Fields' struggle is the intermediate throws. I think Andy Reid can coach well enough to where he can coach to his strengths. Like if he end up starting, I think he can save his career for real.
Hey,
You in the portal. Somebody trying to talk. You in the portal.
Hey, Chris, do you think he was just that bad?
He might be the next Malik Willis. Mess around in Kansas City, have a couple good games. Next thing you know, get paid.
Hey, KC, do y'all all right? This for everybody. Do y'all think he was just at bad organizations? I was him. Basically, was it both? Was it him and the teams? I was just
I don't
the
think Pittsburgh's a
organizations he
bad
was landing at.
organization.
Nah, their offense, Pittsburgh offense was bad, but he didn't help himself either. Because there was plenty of chances that he had to like really take over to be the starter, and he wouldn't make plays. He also ain't played for a decent team either, or a decent
Yeah,
offense. I should
Pittsburgh's
say.
offense is like watching paint dry, man. That's just a tough offense to watch.
All right, man. So listen, that's enough talking about the sorry fans, man. I'm finna put y'all in the back. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. We're gonna jump on here, man. We may jump on here later tonight, man, and finish with the defense. We did the offense first, right? I put the offense out today. I put that together and put that out today. So hold on, I'm gonna put y'all in the back. Appreciate it, man. For the people that's listening, man, those are the villains. Those are the members from the Discord. The Discord we call the villains. I pull them in here so we can have these conversations kind of live. Y'all can see kind of what we do in there. We do a lot in there, actually. You know what I'm saying? But those are the villains, man. So listen, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Share. If you want to get down, be a and I'm D, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.